is the bottom of my little easel. It actually goes this way. I have cut out these sections here. I'll turn it around where it will accept the hinge. This will recess it a little bit because for some reason these hinges do not have screws that are recessed into them, so I have to recess the whole hinge. Otherwise it sticks up so far that it will not close when you try to close the top. So here's the top. This is the way it goes, like that. And when you put the hinge on, it gets just that far and then it can't go any further. So we're going to see if this helps or not. Those are the little magnets that hold on my little metal pochade, or not pochade, but my little metal paint box with watercolors and some gouaches. This is the hole here, and these are the little holes that hold the plate that screws into my easel. And over here is it's kind of wonky, but that's where my cup will go, my water cup. So I don't need a magnet over there for that. It recesses in nicely. So it'll open and close like this and sit on top of the easel. You could have put this here if you'd wanted to. I kind of wish I had, but it's too late now. But I'll probably make another one of these with some better wood. This is 1/4 inch plywood. And anyway, it weighs almost nothing. It's only that big, and it's great because it holds my little book that I paint in. This is not my original painting. This is a copy of James Gurney Sitco painting. I just wanted to see if I could do it. And there's my little Richardson brush set that hangs off of that. There's the clamp that you use. So this is what I do inside my house. This is my little setup. But when I go out, I use a small easel, and then I just take this little box that I made, open it up, attach the book to the top across here with some clamps. I'll show you some pictures. And the bottom will have everything I need for painting right close to the actual work that I'm doing, so I can just go from here to there without having to reach underneath and mix in my water, which is really difficult. A pain in the neck, actually. So anyway, I'll let you see it when it's all finished. So I'm continuing to work with the gouache and the watercolor. This painting, I'm pretty sure, is all watercolor. I don't think I used any gouache. But this is James Gurney's Sitco painting, and I wanted to have a little nod to him because I really admire his work, and I've learned a lot from watching his videos. So anybody who is watching my videos and wants to learn this technique for watercolor and gouache, tune into his videos. But there's lots of little tricky things you have to do in here. You know, if you're not interested in details, then you probably don't want to mess with this stuff. But like trying to make that cone look deep, you have to do darker in the middle and in that one little area up here, and then lighter over here. I should probably use a pointer or something. The window looks like there's a reflection on the glass because you leave this lighter here. This is just an air station, and it may or may not look like one to you, but it's just supposed to give the impression of one. I didn't put all the writing up here, but I put the bigger lettering. The doors have some reflection on the glass. I added a woman to mine. He doesn't have one in his. He did the buildings and everything so much better, but I got this angle of this a little off, so I ended up making my little pad for it go this way, whereas his went more that way. So I know there's things in here that aren't perfect, but I like it what I don't like is the fact that it's not my memory, but it's a practice piece. Most of the things in my little memory books are things that I've done, places I've gone. But I do want to learn how to do different things, so if I copy someone's painting who I think is very good, it helps me compare my work to theirs, and then I say, hey, I didn't get that right. What are they doing different from me? And that's how I learn. That's how everyone learns in art, whether you're talking about oil, acrylic, gouache, watercolor, it doesn't matter what it is. You can copy in the beginning, admit you're copying something, learn something from it, and then venture out and try your own stuff. You have to notice small things, like you wouldn't think to put this shadow in, but you need that. It's some kind of building casting a shadow. But because there's a shadow here, you still have to make this form, but you have to paint this darker. It can't be as dark as this, or you wouldn't notice that there was a platform up here. But you have to put it in a darker shade than what you put this in. So let's see other little tricks that are in here. The back of the woman has a little light on her to show that she's getting some color from there. All these little items in here, even the garbage can, it's lighter over here, it's throwing a shadow this way. This is throwing a shadow, that's throwing a shadow, the building's throwing a shadow, and then there's a little peak of light coming through. So there's some cast shadows underneath here. And when you step back and look at the whole thing, does it have illumination in the right areas? There's light hitting the corner here. This side should be darker, and it is. So those are the things that I learned by doing this little gouache or little watercolor, and I enjoyed it very much.